that may have been brought up previously. But Thor had two strong parts of his kits significantly nerfed this patch, and that was his ability to stall and recover. In particular, Orb Ground Pound, you cannot stall with that nearly as long as you used to before. You start falling like halfway earlier into the move now. We might see that this set. And then Thor's neutral signature is also a lot more punishable. Like, he's just stuck in the move for, I think, 6 or 7 more frames.
The Orb neutral signature, right?
Yes, yeah. So the recover time has been increased from 22 to 26. So Thor in general was very, very strong because of his ability to recover and stall on the orb, coupled with his 8 defense. But now a lot of those tools were removed. We're going to see if that matters in this matchup, as right now he's taking a huge beating from Wesley and might have to be recovering pretty soon, as we see that hammer just sent flying out of his hands, recovering off the top. Wow, Wesley destroyed him.
I kind of remember this about Wesley, too, from the last few tournaments, and he has been kind of a nut on the lance, especially the Ulgrim, and he is really the only representative of the lance in South America that I can remember that consistently makes these top 8s, and this is really kind of fun to watch because in a meta, in a region that just operates just separately from everything else, the utilization of lance is actually really interesting to me.
Yeah, and not to mention lance isn't exactly a textbook weapon in any region. Nice side stick from Wesley, takes up that stock, but yeah, lance has basically 2 to 3 people that can use it at a high level. So I wouldn't even say there's really a defined playstyle for how the weaponry would be used. We see there that Orb Ground Pound actually may have cost him the stock. He went for the Ground Pound and started drifting down super early, and Wesley was able to get that downer on the lance. He manages to make it back, but this might be a 3 stock on Power Ranger at this rate if he's not careful. Sidelight Nair neutral stick actually just takes him down. That was an 8 defense Thor. 145 damage to 504. Ooh. Wesley he's powered up for this tournament. That was brutal.
I mean, look at him. He's flexing right now. He's got the muscles. He's got the flames in the background. He is hot right now. A level 100 Ulgrim. You don't mess with that. I mean, you don't mess with that at all.
Also, everybody's got a level 100 Ulgrim on tourney servers. So.
Yeah. I mean, you know.
Otherwise, this level 100 Gruagok might be just as scary, right? But we got the Gruagok coming out. I'm
trying to promote him right now. I'm trying to puff him up.
Okay, I understand. I take it back. Level 100 Ulgrim going into game 2. Unstoppable. Miami Dome. So we have it's another heavy hitter coming out from Power Ranger. This time on the Gok, which is the epic crossover for Taros. So Axe and Hammer are going to be going against Lance and Axe from Wesley. But Wesley dismantled the Thor last time. Ooh, wow. Downer getting them out of that recovery as well. Wesley getting down aired, but that Nair covered that ground pound. If Power Ranger let that go immediately, maybe it would have connected, but Wesley managed to make it back. Side Sig would have connected there. Neutral Sig did not. He went for the jump read. Didn't work out, and whoa, nice side air from Power Ranger. With Axe side air, you have to be much more calculated with the direction that you throw it out because there's so much less drift after that got changed this patch. So being able to get that pivot stair was nice, but Wesley still takes the first stock.
Both of these players playing absolutely out of their minds right now. So fast, so aggressive, and just getting in each other's faces, having to make these decisions on a moment-to-moment basis within the span of like half a second or so. And that just shows how crazy both of these are. And look at that, just going for a raw side sig and just not expecting it at all. These players just know how to get in on each other in certain ways that are just completely unpredictable. Because come on, who's really going to do that? Who's just going to dash towards you?
If there was one character that you were going to expect to do that, I think it would be Gruagok. Let's be honest. Like after watching Little Cap play against Kostelix, I'm pretty sure that side-sitting randomly in neutral is exactly how you play the character. But I digress. He made it work, and it was after a good 5 or 10 seconds of footsies too. So it wasn't like he just respawned and threw it out there. He was waiting for a good moment to hit him with the side sig, and now the neutral light connects. Wesley trying to take back the lead that he once had. Power Ranger hanging out on the top of the stage. Nair after Nair hits. He's got to be careful. Last time Wesley hit him with a powerful Nair and a neutral signature in the air, and he might be looking for that again.
Oh, the Tarot shenanigans getting punished as he tries to throw out that neutral signature and just gets wailed by the side air from Wesley going down, getting Down air, weapon throw, gonna lose that axe, not gonna try to risk it against Wesley down there. Oh, but the side air gonna take out Power Ranger all the way from center stage. And that is, one of those dangers on Miami Dome. You gotta be careful because those blast zones are close. The map is small and there's not much room to maneuver.
Yeah, that's the second stock that Wesley has taken, just with a well-placed side air. Last game, the finishers were a lot flashier, but as long as he's getting the job done, I don't think Wesley really cares how he takes the stocks. Oh, man, the side airs and the neutral lights just picks us away from being able to connect there. Nice neutral light on to Power Ranger's side light Nair. I mean, that's the bread and butter there. You want that every time on Axe, as long as you're building up damage. Weapon spawn comes in, forces Power Ranger off the weapon, and Wesley is covering it beautifully. Down airs and gravity cancel side lights. That side's like, oh no! I thought there was going to be stomps there for sure, but he went for the scoop and he misses. Wesley gets to get a little bit more extra credit than he should. Power Ranger not finishing off that stock.
Ooh, stomp from downtown. Stomp was from so far away. Oh, no!
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
the big brain plays. Okay, so to put that into perspective, Wesley... I thought Wesley was dead. I thought he was going to release the recovery early, and that Power Ranger was going to go for the hammer recovery, spike him off the bottom of the map, and that was the stock. I was going to be like, no big deal, right? He's not that far. He's not that far behind. Wesley just held it for the full charge. He held it longer than it felt reasonably to hold it, and when he went for the jump punish, he just got hit by the lance recovery as it was released. That's why it works. That's an edge guard.
Because, look, like you said, it's unreasonable to hold something down charged for that long. So
I mean, you might as well, right?
Of course, Power Ranger is going to think, so he's definitely not going to, no, he can't. No, he's got to let it go. And so he goes for where he's going to be, and then he throws that recovery out, and it just puts him right in the path.
Ooh, okay, so the Zariel is being picked up for Power Ranger. And so Zariel is one of those picks that is very, very rarely seen. I still think is very strong, but underrepresented, which we might see more representation from moving forward, assuming that Gauntlets still have the power and the Nair to have that KO potential. And Bow is also a very strong weapon, especially in the Lance. We saw yesterday a very close Game 3 set between Impala and Kosalix, where Impala was able to make great use of the bow against his opponent. We'll see how that goes out into this matchup, as Gauntlets not quite so great in the Lance. So we'll see how Power Ranger is going to be able to perform. Nice downlight in the side light. Trying to get those nairs, perhaps. Just jumping around, really nice. Okay, there is what the Gauntlets were given this patch. He touched. Oh, it doesn't matter. The perfect punish. What Wesley's insane. Okay, so let's unpack that for a little bit. Gravity cancel downlight into Nair is now something that is just beautiful to do on Gauntlets because of so many of the follow-ups that you get off of Nair. We saw Power Ranger, however, not connect with one, and Wesley just punished him brutally. And then the brilliant gravity cancel neutral stick to touch the wall, punished by the Lance ground pound. Amazing play coming up from Wesley against, honestly, a character that I just don't feel like has played that much. So really brilliant play.
And you got to give credit to Power Ranger as well for the sheer ingenuity of thinking in that moment when having zero options left to throw that neutral sit. I mean, that was his only option because he had that wall otherwise, and that was it.
But we see Wesley continue to destroy his opponent. It's looking like it doesn't really matter how much ingenuity you have if you can't hit your opponent with it. And Power Ranger gets that side leg through. Went for the read, but Wesley just jumps immediately out of it. Weapon pickup. Went for the downer as well. Double silent recovery. Ooh! Nicely done. That time he gets the read. Very popular thing to do with Gauntlets is sidelight in an air. There's like a 1-frame, 2-frame dodge window, a jump window that you could do out of it. So what most players on Gauntlets will do is hit the sidelight and then just float in the air, not fastball, not jump, see which direction their opponent goes so that they can get them with the follow-up. And he just went, oh, you're not dodging? Okay, sidelight recovery. Easy. Takes him off the top.
Well, it looks like just some rare footsies here. Downside coming out from Wesley, almost throwing Power Ranger right out of the map right there. These Bow not going to find that neutral light as if Wesley just smacks him straight in the face with the side air from the axe. Looking for that gauntlet grab from the neutral air. Not going to find it. Wesley just punishing off stage, but having all that movement with the Lance kit, the side airs, the down airs, and the recovery, able to just move around outside the stage without having to use any jumps is incredibly valuable. So he was able to punish so much. Oh!
Wesley can't make it back. He's done. Nice. Okay, double ground pound coming out from Power Ranger. Finishes off that stock, holds on to this game. It is a 2-0 lead for Wesley, and Wesley has been destroying, but this is as close as Power Ranger has gotten so far. And with a nice side light, oh, down lane and neutral light read, excellent. Not much, I think actually nothing at all connects from a bow side light, but there's so many follow-ups that you can go for, and that dash forward off of the dash back from Wesley was one of them, and he went for the side stick there. Actually, sent him far enough that the axe Sarah wasn't able to drift far enough to punish. Power Ranger making a lot of mileage out of the bow side light here. But that weapon throw up didn't connect, and he has to dodge out of the way of that axe being tossed downwards. And now Wesley just has to hit one clean side air, one good side light recovery, and that's going to be it for Power Ranger.
But it's still so close. They're both close to the red. The Wesley in the orange right now. Oh, he takes him off the top. Power Ranger bringing it all the way back. Taking that KO. Just absolutely just not giving up at any point. What a phenomenal show of power here from Power Ranger to keep himself in the game, keep himself alive, and to prevent Wesley from just walking himself right on into grand finals. Or winners finals.
That's the terror of Small Enigma's top platform, right? And now, as you can see, we're on a stage that has no platforms that's going to enable that kind of finisher. Sidelight recovery on Gauntlets, stealing that last stock away from Wesley. And now we're going to see him sticking out of the Zariel going into this game. And Wesley putting a ton of hurt on, but we got to be careful. Like we saw last time that Wesley went off stage to get these Gauntlets, he got double ground pounded and lost that stock. Wesley, so far, the only one doing damage, though. Oh, Wesley's not happy about that last game.
This is a very difficult matchup. I'm playing Gauntlets into Lance. Anyone will tell you that this is not favorable for the Gauntlets, and trying to get in on somebody playing Lance as Gauntlets who is just even competent will just take you to town. You have to outplay them like 2 to 1, in order to just get like an even trade on most things.
Wesley, wow, that dodge was really well timed from Power Ranger. Gets through with the bow. No nair. The nair usage from Power Ranger has been surprisingly low, and I was expecting to see that a lot more. I feel like that's very powerful against Lance. But we'll see how this goes. Finally gets some damage in, hits the recovery, chase dodges the safety, but the Sayer takes him down. Wesley basically up a whole stock.
Absolute destruction from him. His Lance is incredible, and he is just absolutely destroying Power Ranger in this game. He's not allowing that which happened in the last game to happen again. He is going to keep this just absolute damage flowing from this Lance, just heated up, keeping the engine running, and just ramming it right into Power Ranger over and over.
Power Ranger with the ground pound. I think Wesley might have. I don't know. That was a hard situation to read, because I think if Power Ranger went for the ground pound there, the Lance recovery would have just stopped it anyways. It's hard to tell. Wesley does make it through unscathed, however, and the nairs are connecting even more. Wesley really running away with this game. Oh, he wanted to finish that stock off there, and then side air drops because it hits right into the stage. And the recovery hits him going after the disc. What? Okay, Power Ranger really damaged. On the verge of being down 2 stocks to Wesley's 3. Or down 1 stock to Wesley's 3. Haymaker. Just puts it out there. Hits him, sends him flying. Wesley, I mean, we started this set off with the 3 stock. Are we going to end it with a 3 stock? It's going to be up to Power Ranger to see if that's going to be a true or not. Because so far these SIGs aren't hitting. Gravity cancel downlights aren't connecting. Down SIG definitely not hitting. And he can't get the silent recovery either. And Wesley went for the side air into gravity cancel sidelight. What? Wesley's Lance play is
It actually looked like Power Ranger was trying to chase Wesley down so that he could try to just block the recovery. But I think Wesley was a little too close to the stage to take a fall from that. Wesley not getting taken out at all. That puts Wesley actually in a pretty decent position to look at a.
That's interesting. Went for the.
I was going to say.
He went for the slide charge pivot neutral sig, and then Power Ranger just buffered a bow recovery, took him at the top. Oh, neutral sig. Yeah, you don't want to spot dodge a Olgrim neutral sig. You're done. Power Ranger goes down. Wesley celebrates with a nice taunt, and he takes 3-1 over Power Ranger. Really impressive comeback in game number 3, but that's what it was. It was a comeback, and it was against somebody who was constantly 3-stocking and 2-stocking him. Wesley is poised to do very well in this tournament coming up.
Oh, yeah. That kind of domination does not go unrewarded. He's going to be moving on to face off against Fiend in the winners finals later on. Power Ranger dropping down, of course, to face off against Broly in the losers quarterfinals. But
I'm not so sure how much of an of course that is. That's actually very impressive. Broly 3-1 Lopez to get into the lower quarterfinals, which I was not expecting. So now, not only